Hello friend, today I am discussing about the Google for Educator. In this lecture, I am describing about and giving my points about the background history of Google as well as different services provided by the Google. So you can see here it is started as a research project. Google is started as a research project at Stanford in 1998. It founded in a garage and named the name of garage is the Backrub, and you can see the diagram. So this is the Google's garage, and these two Larry Page and Sergey Brin are the two founder of the Google, and they have started the Google at that time. And this time Google is providing lots of services, and everyone in the world is benefited by the Google services, and Google is doing wonder in the field of computing. And due to the Google, Microsoft, and other big computer giants, we are 50 year ahead from the time. So this is the contribution of the Google. This is the contribution of these two person, and these are the different services. I have given a snapshot of the services provided by the Google, like search, pictures, maps, mail, translator, Google Plus, calendar, books, video. However, Plus is in transition mode. YouTube, one of the popular service of the Google, Google Pay, Google Docs, News, Google Earth, Google Wallet, Google Picasa, and Google Pay, and so many services, Google Do, so many services. I have given a snapshot, but Google is providing lots of services at that time. So I am giving some glimpse of that Google services, and you can see this diagram. You can I have directly given the snapshot of Google services. So it's very long list. You can see here Android Auto, Calendar, Cardboard, Chrome Web Services, Chromebook, and lots of many services, Google Docs, Gmail, Google Do, Google Classroom, which is very popular nowadays. Every student, every institute, every college is working on this Google Classroom, Google Chat, Google Cast, Google Earth, Google Finance, Forms. Mm, I have only this list, and but Google is providing lots of services, and you can you can take the benefit of these all services. So you can I am starting from the Google search. So there are many resources from where you can get the knowledge of your favorite subject, like books. You can search books, you can search magazine, papers, TV, radio channel, and internet. But Google is the best one among all, and Google provides effective and desired results in less time and cost. The search engine of Google is the one of the best search engine of the in this world. So we can find anything. We can say sometime in India we can say Google Guru, Google Maharaj, and Google anything, whatever we require, we found in the Google dictionary. We are not seeing the physical dictionary, we are seeing on the Google. And our mobile is so powerful, it is Google enabled. So everything we can find it from this Google. And how Google searches, you can see how Google searches. The searches start with the web, and it's made up over 60 trillion individual pages, more than 16. I have given here 60 trillion, but it is more than 60 trillion individual pages, and it's constantly growing. And the technology which is used here, this is the crawling. So we have millions, trillions of the web pages which we can search, and they provide us the information to search anything. And crawling is also a word. By crawling we can search anything. So how Google searches, this is the answer is crawling. Google navigate the web pages. Crawling means it search from one page to another page and another page to another page. So this way, this is called crawling. That means Google follow the link from the page to page. So spider is one of the term in it. So when we will discuss about the Google searches, then we will discuss about all these crawling, spider, and so many technology, so many techniques. You can see here, this is the diagram. Suppose in this diagram, suppose the person, any person, suppose I am searching something on, will open this page, and user make the search from this page, and this will go to index server of the Google. Google has to store all the indexes in one server. This is the index server, display search engine result web page. So we can see, as we are writing something here, so from search engine we can find this page on our computer, and then we will click on any one of them. Suppose I am clicking, this is appropriate to according to my search. So suppose I have clicked on this. So then again it will move, and the it will the crowd the website, the request made to the web server. Then as I have clicked on this, and this will route to that particular server. So request made to the web server, particular web server, and then web server send the HTML back to the crawler. So it send the crawler back the full page of that search according to that search. So the crowd website is stored in the index, and then again it will display on our computer. So this is the process of Google search. So I have given a small snapshot, but it is a big topic, and it has to be discussed in the separate lecture. So maybe in future I will discuss about this searching, how we search, how does Google has the technology to search anything from the web. So how does Google searches? So you can see here again, and then keep track of it all. The index, it is over 100 million gigabytes. So we have different index, and we search as we provide the string to Google display as the index of that one. And for advanced search technique, now I'm describing you the advanced search technique of the Google. So we have different tabs. We have images. Suppose we have to search images, then we will click on this. Suppose we have to search news, then we will click on this news. Videos, this is for video, this is for maps, and many more, and this is for all. When we have selected the, by default all is selected. So when we write the when we write any string to search in this search bar, then accordingly all is by default selected. So on the top of every search are the number of tabs usually you all see. So as per the search string, we can click on this image also. In that case, we are clicking on the image, then it will display only the image. So this is for all. And this is and now see the advanced search technique. Again, advanced search technique, when we have to search anything. So if we should provide the double quotes. When we are providing double quotes, then exactly it will search which is inside the double quotes. When searching is something specific, so try using the quotes to minimize the guesswork for the Google search. So Google will search fast, and exactly Google will search as given in the double quotes. Now suppose we are searching any person, anybody, or any of our friend in social media, then we can prefix these signs, hash sign, plus sign, and at the rate sign. Suppose I have to search Asutosh Bhatt, then we will have to write here hash and Asutosh Bhatt, or plus or Asutosh Bhatt. So this way we can write this, we can prefix hash plus or and at the rate sign before the name. Then it will search in the social media, then we can find that particular person. And hyphen means that suppose we want to exclude that particular word during search, then we will use minus sign or hyphen sign. If you want to cut one out, use hyphen to tell engine to ignore content with one of the other. So we have written here, for example, Scorpio and horoscope. So we want to search only Scorpio, not horoscope. So when the search result will came, only Scorpio related search will be displayed, index will be displayed, and horoscope related search will not displayed. So we can exclude any terms. So use full colon to search a specific site. There may be instance where you need Google search art, for article or content of a certain website. Suppose from this website we have to search about the course, or suppose we have to search about the exam, then you will write here exam kuntl.ac.in. So this is the Moi University website, and we want to search what are the course offered by the university. So we will write here course, then full colon, then kuntl kunanital.ac.in. Or we can also write here link. So it will display all the link related to kunanital.ac.in. So instead of searching the specific page, you are searching for the page that is linked to a specific page. It will display all link, all related website of kunanital.ac.in. So this is the different method of expanded search. We never know these terms of advanced search. Suppose we have to search particular name, like in this case we can use wildcard also with name. So we have written here Rim Jim and then star then Joshi. So it will display all the name which is started by the Rim Jim and ended by the Joshi, and in between, anything in between, it will display all the name. When we use asterisk in a search term on Google search, it will leave placeholder and may automatically filled by the search engine. Means it will be filled by the search engine. All the names which is started by these two words and ended by this word will be displayed over this our screen. And suppose we have to search any purchase site or sale site or any online shopping site. So we will write here related amazon.com, and we know that amazon.com is one of the shopping site. So we will write here related amazon.com. So it will display all the site which are related to this shopping site amazon.com. So it's powerful Google search tool that can help you find new sites to browse. So we should know all these advanced search that so that we can improve our search. We can improve our search, and we can use Google as a calculator also. So we can write directly. We can write here equation. Suppose we have written here simple equation 8 multiply 5 plus 5. So Google search to do math. It can do the mathematical calculation also. Google, you can ask it basic question or some more difficult one, so it will display the output. And you can see here multiple search is also possible in Google. So use search for multiple words at once. So we have written here milk chocolate or dark chocolate. So you can ask it basic questions or more difficult one. So it will display the accordingly multiple words. It will search the multiple words at a time. And we can also write the range. Suppose we want to see uh, what team have won the cricket world cup in 2002 2019. So it will display the whole list, which team in which year is wins the match. So you can ask it basic question or some more difficult one. So this is the also advanced search. This is the range search, we can show it range search. And sometime Google, suppose we have a short word. Suppose we have different short word spelling, it doesn't necessarily matter their spelling. Suppose we have not given a right spelling, then it will automatically correct it and display the information as you search. So Google search has gotten lot smarter over year. These we don't have even need to spell word correctly, as long as it's pretty true. Suppose we have give up. Suppose we have written here never gonna give up. So we know that it is never and it is gonna. it is give up. So Google will automatically correct it. Google can usually figure out what it means, so Google will find the meaning of that. So accordingly it will find the meaning of that. And suppose we need all the file, a particular type of file, all particular type of file, so we can write here file type full colon and PDF. Often an often forgotten feature of the Google search is the ability to search a specific file or file type. Suppose we want to all the PPT which is related to Google Advanced Search, then we will write file. We will write here search term. Google. Suppose we have written here Google for Educator, and then we have written here file type, and then PPTX. So it will display all the PPT related to Google or Educator. Or suppose we have written here cloud computing file type .pp. So all the PPTs related to cloud computing will be displayed on our screen. So money and unit conversion is also possible. Suppose we have to convert rupees to dollar, dollar to rupees, or mile to kilometer, kilometer to mile. So whatever the question is from user side, so Google can quickly and correctly convert both measurement unit and currency value. Suppose we have written, for example, 10 rupees to dollar, so it will display the how much dollar is 10 rupees. It will display here the output. And synonym, we can also search synonym by the tilde sign. So before the word, so we can write using the tilde symbol before a word tells Google search for a word and its synonym too. So it will display all the synonym if we are appending this tilde sign before the word. So this way we can search the synonym. And in title, title means only title. So in front of your search term will only produce result with that term in the title of the web page. So it will display the title of the page by adding in title in front of your search. So in title, and then we have written, suppose in title, then we have written, suppose name of the institution. Suppose we have name of the institution. Suppose we have written university. So it will display all the university, all the web page of the title of web page of the university. So this way we can do the search. And set timer, we can have timer also in Google. So set timer by typing set timer for, and then the amount of time will be written there. Set timer for 20 minutes. So it will set the timer for 20 minutes, or whatever we are writing here. And here one of the example also, searching the name of the holiday. Suppose we have written here Holi or Deepavali, what the name of festival will tell you what date that holiday is on. So it will display, suppose we have written Deepavali, so it will display the date of Deepavali of this year, in which date, which day Deepavali will be. So it will display the festival. And we can write also weather. We can write here zip code, means weather of 263139. So it is the zip code of 263136. So it is the zip code of the Bhimtal. So it will display the weather of Bhimtal. Define, it can define the word. So Google searches has shortcut. These are the shortcut. Define word. We'll write here the word. So it will define the word, the complete. Suppose we have written a define corona, so it will display all the related definition of the corona. Time, place, it will display the time. Suppose we have written a time Delhi, so it will display the time of Delhi. Suppose we have written here New York, time of New York. So you can check any stock by typing the sticker name. So suppose we have written here Google, so to display the stock of the Google. So these are the different searches. And Google search wrap up also called. So Google is very powerful search tool using the tips outlined above. So these are the different advanced search techniques. So you should know, and we should know these advanced search techniques, so that we can search whatever we are searching in accurately and quickly. We can find our search accurately by applying all these methods. So using the tips outlined above, you can find anything, everything you could ever need on the World Wide Web. So Google, this whole Google is uh, assisted by the Google Cloud. So Google Cloud, now you have to understand what is the cloud. So Google Cloud tool for the classroom. So Google Classroom is one of the very important and very powerful tool nowadays, and which is supported by, which is assisted by the Google Cloud. And it has changed the way of IT works. Previously, we own powerful server and we invest lots of money on buying server and infrastructure. But due to this cloud computing, we don't need to buy any server, any infrastructure, any router. So everything will be rented from the cloud. So we have infrastructure as services, and software as services, and platform as services. What platform as the required platform we have been available, it is available on the cloud, and infrastructure also available on cloud, software is also available on cloud, and we are contributing to the SaaS, PaaS, and as everybody is contributing as well as using this cloud. So this is the benefit of cloud, and cloud is very important nowadays. So basically, the cloud is a metaphor for the internet. So it is the synonym, and we can say another name of the internet. And internet is somehow called, today it's called cloud. Cloud computing is the paradigm in which transforming a permanently stored server on the internet. So a server is stored on the internet. On cloud, we have been a whole server on cloud, and we don't require any electricity, any cooling to our system or server, because server is there in cloud, and we can rent the server time. So what is cloud computing? Now see this basic question, what is cloud computing? Basically, business, as per the business view, when it's smart, when it's smarter to rent than to buy. So today, the person or public people are renting rather than buying the cloud, rather than buying the infrastructure or server. The techie view is, it offers ability to access software or information that can be delivered on demand and over the internet without needed to store it locally. So we are not storing our on our local drive. We are uploading our pictures on web. We are uploading everything on web, and we are accessing all the software from web, and we are not storing the software on web directly. We are connecting to the server, and where we are using as a our computer. We are using our computer as a thin client also sometimes. So the cloud is large group of interconnected computers. So what is cloud? The question is, what is cloud? The answer is, the cloud is the large group of interconnected computer. It is a document centric concept, not PC centric. So we can call it document centric, not PC centric. All the documents are there. We can communicate, we can schedule. Persons are connected with the cloud, and cloud is also connected. They are interfacing with the person, collaborating with the document, and communicating with each other, scheduling. So this is all complete is called cloud. And the traditional model, in traditional model, we buy the high-end computer servers, and we need cooling for them, and we are investing that time. We were investing for these big infrastructure. But today, new model, we have cloud computing. You can see also this traditional model, building, running application, complex, expensive, and risky. It is very expensive, and we are creating a very complex infrastructure that time, and electricity needed to power the server as well as system to keep them cool. But now we need only one mobile device. We need only one a smart laptop, and we are connected with the cloud and all the infrastructure on our device. We have all our smart device. So this is the new model, provided all infrastructure needed to run application over the internet. And we have been SaaS, PaaS, and as to everybody is contributing to SaaS. Everybody is creating the application and uploading on the cloud, and any other person can access that software or any material which we have uh, contributed by the end user. And also developer create the platform also. Companies are creating the platform, network they are providing the network infrastructure, person as well as companies are providing them, and everybody using, everybody is contributing in this cloud. So this is the actual view of the cloud. And infrastructure service is the most flexible cloud computing layer and allows automated development of the server, processing power, storage, and networking. So in infrastructure as service, and in infrastructure as service we have servers, we have processing power, we can share storage, we can share networking, everything we can share from the infrastructure service. And this end user is able to control cost by knowing exactly how much each virtual machine is instant cost per minute per hour. So accordingly we can compare the different infrastructure, and we can buy this infrastructure as per the rate of the per minute or per hour rate. And Rackspace, Google Compute Machine are the example of infrastructure as service. And platform as service, Microsoft Azure is providing the platform. So this is the Microsoft, and other also providing, the other companies are also providing the platform as a service function at middle level, and typically providing the platform on which software can be developed and deployed. So this is the platform where everybody can deploy their software and everybody can develop their software, and this software can be shared on rental basis by the contributors or other person also. So this is the basic idea behind this. And cloud may be private and may be public or may be hybrid. So hybrid is a combination of private and public. So suppose we have some sensitive data, then we can create our own private cloud. And otherwise, in case of the in other cases, we have public cloud, and which is shared by the everybody. So basically where the software is made available in other world where it is running. So this cloud is combination of private, public, and hybrid cloud. So this is the combination of cloud, this is called cloud. And customer internally, private cloud is customer internally hosted data centers, internal data centers. The company has their own data centers and regarded as the private cloud. Company will own that data center, and company will share the data from this data center. This will not be public, this will not be shared by the other person. This is shared only by the company, because private data center may be some sensitive information. Private cloud is therefore mostly suited for sensitive data where the customer is dependent on certain degree of the security. And public cloud is a huge data center that offers some services to all its users. And these are the huge, like data center of the Google, data center of Microsoft, data center of the IBM. So these are the huge cloud, and they can be shared by everybody. The services are accessible for everyone and much used for the consumer segment. So Facebook, Google are the big data centers, and they are public cloud. And hybrid cloud is the combination of private and public both. And vital data usually preferred in the private cloud and supporting services in public. And search email blocks etc, we can search from this email block etc. And this cloud computing, the benefit of this cloud computing are reduced costs. Due to cloud computing we are reducing the cost of investing huge on infrastructure. Increase storage, it is increasing the storage, highly automated, it is highly automated. Flexibility is due to this cloud computing, and more mobility. So anywhere in the world we are using our data centers or system or mobile or servers using this smart device. So this mobility is very important now, and flexibility very important. Anywhere, any place we can access from the cloud. We are connected with each other, and disaster recovery and so many other benefits. We have given some small benefit over there. And Google apps for education. Now I am coming on the different Google apps. So Google apps for education is one of them. So we can collaborate with the friend, we can log in all our apps and publish for the world. So this is the benefit of this Google for education. So like Google for education, we have different apps also, search app, as I have told you already in previous slides, that we have different apps like YouTube, Gmail, Drive, Google Plus, Translate, Calendar, so many applications which provided by the Google, and we are getting benefit of these applications. So Google Mail, one of them. Google Mail is a regular mail. It fully compatible with POP and IMAP, and this is very easy and very fast mail service, and it provide us more than 15 GB, around 25 GB storage per user. And Google Docs, where we can store our document permanent. We don't have to carry our hard disk or data or files to other place. They are on internet, and Google Docs is like Microsoft Word. Google Docs, we can store our data, spreadsheet data. It has spreadsheet, it has word processor and presentation software and data collection form. So real time collaboration for real time. So we don't use any USB drive or hard disk. We need only internet connection. So we can open our document. Google Drive is provide us free storage, more than 15 GB storage it provides, and we can store our information or data permanently on the Google Drive. So Google Cloud provides us free space, more than 15 GB free space. So store your files, access them from any device. You can also open, edit your files from any device. So this is the benefit of the Google Drive. Google Sites, we can we can develop our own site through Google Sites. Google freely provide us the space for our website. So unlimited user website, classroom, sports team, resources, and user can collaborate on sites like wiki and can be used to private internet sites, saving do not need to hire web designer. So it is very easy that we can develop our website by our own, and we don't require any web developer to develop our site, because it is very customized and very easy. Google provides a template, and by putting the information on these templates, and it will be create a professional website. So including gadgets, embedding media and web 2.0 content, we can do everything. Google Calendar is very useful. uh, Access from your laptop, we can access it from our laptop, tablet, phone. We can store the information, day by day information on our calendar, like meeting reminder, like any other thing. So directly we can control this Google Calendar. And calendar can be shared by simply inviting others through email, and it can even send the SMS, text reminder, and phones. So we can preload the information and preset the calendar, and on particular day it will send the reminder as well as mail or messages. So this is the benefit of the Google Calendar. Google Keep is one of the benefit of Google, that can synchronize Notepad that connects to the Google Drive. It also supports photo notes, voice notes, and checklist. So we can upload it through Google Keep. Google Keep is fast, and Google Drive is synchronizing, means that your data is portable to own it. So this is the benefit of Google Keep. Google News, you can see different news on Google News through Google News. It is comprehensive, up to date news coverage, and aggregated from the sources all over the world by the Google News. And Google News watches more than 4,500 news source of the worldwide. So it will display us a very vast coverage of all over the world. all the news. It provides us all the news. So this the service covers news article appearing within the past 30 days on various news websites. So around 4,500 news sources as well as 30 days up to past 30 days news it can display us. So this is the vast news storage and news providing apps of the Google News and Google Books. We can see all the books in Google Books. Around more than 12 million scanned books are available on Google Books. So searches the full text of the books and magazine. The Google has scanned converted to text using OCR optical character recognition and stored in its digital database. So it will provide you that much storage of the book, storage, huge database of the book, and these books has been written in about 480 language. So almost all the language has covered by Google Books. And Google Translate, you can translate your information in any language. Suppose you have written in English language, so you can convert it into Hindi language. So this is the facility provided by the Google Translate. Google's free service constantly translate the word, phrases, web pages between English and other languages. It supports over 100 languages at various levels, and over 200 billion people daily using this Google Translate. Suppose everybody don't know the Hindi typing, so suppose we have written anything on English, so we can directly translate it into Hindi language. So this is the benefit of the Google Translate. Google Maps is one of the important tool. It offers satellite imagery, street maps, 360 panoramic views of the street, and real-time traffic condition. Google traffic. We can find the Google traffic. We can find the road is busy, road is having the jam or not. So it will display which side is having the jam condition. So it will display everything. It will provide us every information. So this is one of the very powerful tool of the Google route planning and for traveling by foot, by car, by train, by bicycle. So it has different options. So we can see it on Google Maps. And Google Talk, Google Chat is an instant messaging services that provided both text and voice communication. Now Google is also providing us AI. And Google has also used AI in all apps also. So that's why Google is going to be very powerful tool. Like Google Assistant, you can ask anything to the Google Assistant. Google will accordingly answer your question. So this is the one of the mm, one of the important tool of the Google. Conversation logs are automatically saved to the chat area and the user Gmail account. It is possible to place and service and receive phone calls from within Gmail using Google Talk. So this is the Google Talk. Google Scholar. You can find any article, research article through Google Scholar, and you can create your account on Google Scholar. It will inform you the citation information of your research papers. So Google citation score is also be used by the many organizations. They approve this Google citation. So Google Scholar citation. Google Scholar allows user to search the digital or physical copies of the article whether online or in library. So it's a cited by feature. Google Scholar provide access to abstract of article that have cited the article being viewed. And academic research optimization has been adapted many organizations like Elsevier, Open Science, Mendeley, and Sage Publishing, like many other research organization, yeah, research journals, they are approving this Google Scholars ranking. So these are the benefit. Google Analytics, you can find the position of your website. Google Analytics is the premium web analytics service offered by the Google that tracks the reports website traffic. So it will inform you the your website traffic. And Google Analytics is now most widely used web analytics service on internet, and a user can have different site, or so it will display their site analytics and their site ranking. So this is also very important tool of the Google Analytics. So this is all about the Google apps and advanced search. So in the first part of this lecture, I have explained you, I have discussed with you about the Google advanced search, and in the second part, after the cloud computing and Google Cloud, then I have discussed about you about the different Google apps. So I hope that you understand the different features of the Google, and I think you like this lecture. So thank you very much. Please subscribe my video, and don't forget to push bell icon on this my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.